do you have? Enzo, can I see that? What is that? Can you talk about it? Yeah, I guess. What? What? What do you want? You want to learn about erosion? That's what you want right now? You want to learn about erosion? If I look like I'm walking weird, it's because I am. This whole place is icy. Anyway, welcome to Castlewood State Park. It's about 1,800 acres of protected wild land, about 20 miles west of St. Louis. And I picked probably the coldest day of the year to go explore the river trail because I want to go see some erosion. Actually, just because today's really cold doesn't mean it's a bad day to explore the park, because I am looking to see some erosion. Seeing all this ice reminded me that there's more than just one way for land, rock, dirt to erode. When we think of erosion, we almost always think of water. Water carving through canyons or rivers or riverbanks or creeks. But another really common and almost more impactful would be ice. Glaciers, millions of years ago, carving through the northern part of the state of Missouri or anywhere in the US really. And also water, when it gets into cracks, will freeze and expand. And that expansion can also help chip away at some of the land. Also, if you can see my hair blowing, there's a lot of wind today, and wind is another cause of erosion. Also, last but not least, we got humans. Humans do cause erosion in a pretty impactful way as well, but we'll talk about that some other time. For now, I gotta get to this trailhead. I wanna go see the river. I'll see you when I get there. You can literally hear the trees creaking. All right, so we've made it to the trailhead finally, and there's a slight problem. I'll show you. It appears that the erosion has beaten me and closed the trail, but fear not. I do have a backup plan. So I was just reviewing the footage and I should have realized the trail would be closed. I was there at Castlewood a few months ago after a huge rainstorm, and I mean huge. Look how high the water was on the exact trails that I was walking on then versus now. It is night and day difference. And you can see just how high the water got, and after it receded, all that water was just stripping away all the dirt and roots and vegetation. It's no wonder that trail is closed and has been closed for months now. Like all good explorers, I came prepared. See, all throughout history, you had Lewis and Clark, and you had Columbus, and I'm sure there were others that I forget the names of. They never brought a drone with them. What were they thinking? Bring a drone. It's so much easier. You don't have to climb through rivers or get dysentery or any of that stuff. Just bring a drone. I would have been so much better than Lewis and Clark. Also, my eyes are cold. I'm the only one in the park. It's called fashion. I know I just got done bad-mouthing Lewis and Clark, but I didn't download the app. All right, here's the plan. I got everything set up, sort of. Let's get this thing flying. You guys can see the riverbank here, how it's just being wiped away by the Merrimack River. There's chunks of it. You can see the trail and trees just falling in. What you'll notice is as the dirt and ground and mud and clay erode, you start seeing all the roots. And those roots are really what's keeping this all together and not just having a giant mudslide. I'm packing up. I gotta talk really quick because my GoPro's about to run out of battery, but I gotta go home now because this sun is almost down. It is 1 week after my GoPro died, but I wanted to come back and finish up this video because there's a lot that I didn't get to talk about before my camera died. It is still extremely slippery here. So if you're wondering where my dog is, I asked him if he wanted to go, and this is what he was doing. So I'm guessing he was fine. It is nice that I can feel my fingers today. That I will say is good. Because the other day, could not feel my fingers at all. As I'm flying the drone down the river, I noticed that there's two different sides of the river. We have the outside and we have the inside. And the outside is a whole lot steeper than the inside of the river. And that's because the water moving on the outside of the river bend is moving a lot faster. It's able to deposit more sediments and debris, and also because it's moving faster, it's able to rip away at the riverbank much quicker too. The water on the inside of the river bend is moving a lot slower, and so it's depositing sediments at a much slower rate, which results in a much more gradual bank. So what is erosion? Erosion is defined as the weathering of rocks and soil, and that includes things like hills, riverbanks, sand dunes, and even man-made structures do erode. It's important to know that erosion doesn't just happen at riverbanks. In fact, there's a really great example of some cliffs that were caused by erosion millions of years ago here at the park. So let's head over there now, and then we'll go up and we'll hike them. All right, so I'm giving up on the cliffs because that's a lost cause, and it's full of ice. Yeah, getting down is gonna be a pain in the butt. I'm not gonna get hurt. I'm not gonna fall. I would never slip and fall. Okay, once, whatever. But I did find maybe the best example of what I was talking about when I said that the water would strip away all the dirt, but it would leave the roots and vegetation. And that is kind of what keeps erosion from getting too far out of hand. Check out this tree right here. All those roots are fully exposed, and the ground around it, the dirt around it is just gone. Oh my gosh. Yeah, there's no grip. I'm not doing this. I would. Okay. All right, well, at least we got to talk about erosion. We learned about the inside and outside of the riverbanks. We got to learn about erosion. We got to see its effects with that really cool tree. And now I get to go home, warm up my hands and my butt because I'm getting really cold. All right, bye.